Hi, everyone. Dr. Frankie here, and I'm going to cover a topic that's pretty exciting and interesting: best sex positions for beginners. So, for those of you that have maybe not had so much exposure, maybe didn't grow up in really sex positive environments, or maybe just are a late bloomer, right? Maybe you just, didn't feel really that curious or open earlier on, or maybe it's early on and here you are and you're ready to learn about kind of how to really enjoy yourself sexually. I'm here to cover this topic today, and hopefully you get something out of it. If you have any reactions, any questions, want to hear more about a part of it, let me know. Comment below. I try to read all the comments and respond as best as I can. So I definitely appreciate when you engage with the content that I put out there. And if there's anything I share today that you think would be helpful for somebody else, please share it. And please subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell below so you get all notifications. I come out with multiple videos a week. So please join our community. We've got, I don't even know, I think we're approaching like over 20 something thousand subscribers at this point, which is such an honor. I'm so grateful that you enjoy showing up here with me and that you're getting something out of the content that I'm providing. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm a board certified sex therapist, clinical psychologist, and I'm also the CEO and founder of a very large matchmaking agency that's national in the United States. So if you're single, get into our confidential database. If you're curious about how we work as matchmakers, and maybe you're thinking you want to meet a quality partner and you hate the dating apps, or maybe they scare you, you don't want to deal with them at all, and you're considering alternative ways to meet good, solid, grounded, healthy, like a relationship minded people, then get on our website. You'll see the details below, and schedule a call with someone on my team, and they can share with you all about how we do what we do and all the amazingness that happens in our process. So without further ado, I'm going to just jump into today's topic. Again, best sex positions for beginners. And I'm going to cover some tips and hopefully give you some guidance so that you can have a really great experience right from the get. If you've ever leafed through the Kama Sutra or one of those viral 101 sex positions to blow his mind lists, you may have felt like a rank amateur in the bedroom. Is everyone else performing some kind of Olympic level athletics during sex that you just haven't been included into? For the most part, the answer is no. While it's always great to work on trying different positions to make sex fun, comfortable, and accessible for you and your partners, it doesn't need to look like a Cirque du Soleil act. Today, I'm going to share with the beginner a really beginner friendly kind of suggestions guide on sex positions that can like form the foundation of how you approach penetrative sex. So, why beginner friendly positions matter? Sex is one of the greatest pleasures we can have as individual people or part of a couple. And it's also often awkward, effortful, confusing, and sometimes even hilarious. From a sudden pulled muscle in your back to a miscommunication that leads to bonking heads with a partner, there's a lot that's imperfect about even good or great sex. Having a foundation of familiarity with a few sex positions that you know you like and can easily adapt with new partners helps make sex accessible, fun, and exciting like it's supposed to be. And you feel like you're equipped with some important tools and knowledge so you can feel confident and comfortable. The top sex positions for beginners: missionary. Many of us, right? This is what we're exposed to a lot in pop culture is missionary position. And missionary might be what most people think of when they even imagine sex because of it as an overarching concept. We're exposed to it, right? A receiving partner lays on their back and the penetrating partner positions themselves on top of them, usually holding themselves up on hands or elbows between their partner's legs. From here, it's easy to penetrate someone vaginally or anally with a penis or a strap-on or another toy. Shifting angles or having the receiving partner raise their legs up or even wrap them around their partner's waist or slung over their shoulders can change up the sensation for both partners. It can also feel a lot deeper. It can give, sometimes can give you more access depending on that position. And it's a great opportunity to increase the intimacy by staring lovingly into your partner's eyes. Cowgirl. The name of this position comes from the assumption of a woman straddling her partner, who lays back and lets her sit on their penis or strap on. But of course, this position can be used by anyone of any gender. This position gives the receiving partner a lot of control and agency over the sexual encounter, as well as giving the penetrating partner a little bit of a break, a great position to switch to if you're getting tired. But you want to be careful not to, right, bend someone's penis the wrong way, right? So just be mindful if you're doing reverse cowboy. I know people with penises get really nervous about that possibility. So just be mindful. Spooning. In this intimate configuration, the person in the little spoon position can raise or bend their leg a bit to give their partner access to their vulva or anus with a penis, strap on, fingers, or toys. Having sex in this position where you can hold each other close can feel sweet, romantic, and extra connected, especially as it can flow seamlessly from cuddling before or after. 69, most of us have heard of 69 by now. One of the most mythologized sex positions that happens to not center penetration at all. 69ing involves you and your partner orienting or oriented opposite one another so you can each perform oral sex on each other at the same time. This could mean with one person laying on top of the other, heads facing feet, or both laying on your sides, whichever feels more comfortable to hold as a position. For some, this is a favorite position for reciprocity and mutual pleasure. For others, it feels distracting or difficult to focus and can be challenging if you and your partner are significantly different height or sizes. And sometimes the focus makes it hard to actually climax because we're so focused on providing our partner with pleasure, we're having a difficulty focusing on our own pleasure and reaching climax. So sometimes it's just like you do it because it feels good and it's fun and it's different without focusing on the fact that you're wanting to climax. You sort of set that aside and it's more about connection. Doggy style. In this classic position, the receiving partner is usually on all fours or can prop themselves up on their elbows, while the giving partner kneels to penetrate them from behind with a penis, finger, strap on, or a toy. Many couples love the way doggy style feels, as it can offer a sensation of deeper penetration for the receiving partner, and it can be a more sustainable and comfortable position to hold long term for the penetrating partner than missionary. If you're both into it, this position also lets you pull your partner's hair or spank them during sex, which is an extra level of hot and sexy. How to ensure relaxation and ease. It's important to prioritize your and your partner's physical comfort. After all, sex is supposed to feel good. And if your jaw is cramping or your knees are locking up, it won't feel as good as it could. Check in with yourself about how long you can comfortably hold the position you're in and let your partner know if you're getting stiff or sore and need to adjust. If you have any disabilities or accessibility needs that make certain positions better or worse for you, let your partner know. You know, I always emphasize communication. It's so important. There are also plenty of tools and supports you can use to make any position more comfortable and sustainable for both of you. Many people find using a wedge pillow helpful to support their hips while receiving oral sex or being penetrated doggy style. You can also use a strap on or other support to hold up someone's hips from behind. The most important element for comfort and ease during sex is always lube. No matter what kind of penetration you're interested in, whether it's with a penis or a toy, using lube will make the experience so much more pleasurable as well as safer, preventing injuries and lowering the risk of transmission of STIs. Common mistakes to avoid. If you or your partner came into your sexual adulthood watching any mainstream porn, you may have picked up the idea that a successful sexual encounter is one that features as many different positions as possible or changes positions every few minutes. Just because this is how porn is often shot, this isn't necessarily true at all. What makes sex good is much more organic and specific to you and your partner. If you and your partner find a position that feels good to both of you, you don't need to change it up at all. Novelty for the sake of novelty doesn't make your sex life inherently better or more adventurous somehow. So definitely keep that in mind because that's something that comes up in my practice a lot where people are feeling like they're like, I don't know what's going on. We're constantly changing positions. I can't really drop into feeling the sensations in my body and being embodied and present if we keep shifting position after position. In like 30 minutes you're doing like 5 6 different positions. That's a lot to take in and it's hard to actually be in it and reach climax if there's things are constantly shifting and changing. So that's what I got for you today. And I look forward to seeing you all next week, and take real good care. Kisses, hugs. I'll see you then.